Hi, welcome. Thanks for joining me. On this episode of Build Your Own, we're going to take a quick first look review of the new 2020 Mercedes-Benz GLC Coupe. Before we do, however, I just want to remind you that if you find this review helpful, informative, or entertaining, please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Mercedes offers the GLC Coupe to those looking for something a little different from a traditional crossover, and now the model is getting a facelift. For 2020, the rakish SUV boasts an updated exterior and a new infotainment interface. Based on the standard GLC SUV, the coupe variant features a sloping roofline to give it a sleek and sporty profile. So, in exchange for appearances, the 2020 GLC Coupe surrenders some rear seat headroom and cargo capacity. The biggest news for the 2020 GLC Coupe is the inclusion of Mercedes' new MBUX infotainment system. It was first deployed in the new A-Class Sedan to glowing reviews. Now, this MBUX allows the operator to control the system via trace pads on the center console or steering wheel, a touchscreen, or voice commands. This amount of flexibility reduces distraction since the driver can choose the input to suit a particular situation. Also, an augmented reality overlay of the forward view gives more intuitive navigation commands, and the voice recognition system is more adept at deciphering conventional speech. Speaking of assistance, the refreshed 2020 Mercedes GLC Coupe adds some functions to already existing systems. The available active distance assist Distronic, better known as adaptive cruise control, now uses route-based map data to slow the vehicle ahead of turns. Furthermore, active lane change assist will automatically execute lane changes when the turn signal is activated and when sensors verify the intended lane is indeed open. Now, finally, a helping hand is also present when you reach your destination thanks to the new exit warning function, a series of alerts that will let passengers know if a vehicle is approaching from behind before they open their doors into traffic. Besides all of the new electronic features, there are also some aesthetic and mechanical changes. On the outside, there are new paint and wheel choices, as well as some minor revisions to the grille, front and rear fascias, and slimmer headlights. Under the hood, the 2020 Mercedes-Benz GLC Coupe's turbocharged 2-liter 4-cylinder engine has been replaced by a new engine that gives it a slight boost in power. Output is now 255 horsepower and 273 pound-feet of torque, which is an increase of 14 horsepower. Okay, let's talk pricing and release date information real quick. The refreshed 2020 Mercedes-Benz GLC Coupe will show up in dealerships at the end of 2019. I expect prices to start close to where they are now, which means around the $50,000 mark, and I believe the exact model to be released will be the GLC 300 4MATIC Coupe. Okay, let's jump into this quick first look review of the upcoming 2020 Mercedes-Benz GLC Coupe. Really quick, just yesterday, I did a build and price of the outgoing 2019 model, the GLC 300 4MATIC. So if you're interested in that, I'm going to go ahead and put a link up to that right now. So Mercedes isn't giving out much information about the vehicle. We know that we can expect it on dealer showroom floors at the end of the year, and the prices are going to start at basically where the current GLC 300 is. I think the starting MSRP on the base model GLC 300 is about $47,000 and change. So that's about that. So over here, we can see that they've got a few highlights. We could talk about performance highlights, which we already did talk about a little bit. There's a refreshed, updated 2-liter 4-cylinder engine, makes 14 more horsepower, so now it makes 255 horsepower, makes 273 pound-feet of torque. They still are working with that 9G Tronic 9-speed automatic transmission. It's got a top speed of 130 miles an hour. I can't see why you'd want to go any faster. And it's got optional enhanced navigation with augmented video technology. There's blind spot assist, attention assist, and pre-safe. Pre-safe is a system that if the vehicle thinks that the car is going to be in an accident, then it will prepare the vehicle for an accident, like closing the windows, tightening seat belts, stuff like this. Over here on the design side, lots of design updates. That MBUX interface, really, really cool with the voice control and natural language understanding. The new LED headlamps that I talked about, they're narrower, and then there's also new tail lamps. There's the available 12.3-inch multimedia display. That's this whole infotainment up here. There's a smartphone integration with Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. Is that standard or is that a subscription service like Mercedes likes to do? We don't know. We'll find that out when we can actually build and price this vehicle. There's 19-inch wheels. There's standard keyless go with a keyless start. Some optional packages are the driver assistance package and with the active lane change assist. The Mercedes Me Connect, which is down here. The Mercedes Me Connect is their app. Every manufacturer has an app these days that can lock and unlock doors, things like that. Find your car in a parking lot. That's what the Mercedes Me app is. The available AMG line and night package, I'm sure it's not going to be any different than what they offer on the 2019 variant. So if you want to know more about all this kind of stuff that I'm talking about, especially the Apple CarPlay kind of stuff, the AMG line, the Mercedes Me Connect, you go check out my other video that I just did. The available surround view system, all this stuff is still available on the 2019. I guess really the biggest difference on the interior, on the inside, as far as technology is concerned, between this 2020 model and the 19, which is why I want to do the 19 so I can see the differences before I talked about this one, really is that Mercedes-Benz user experience interface, the new infotainment. That's the really big deal. Yeah, and some redesigned sheet metal. Yeah, that's easy to form. But the basic guts of the vehicle, yeah, and I guess the engine's been massaged a little bit, but the basic guts of the vehicle are still the same. So you got the standard 64-color ambient lighting, which I don't think was standard, or don't think is standard on the 2019 variant. Like I said, they don't have a whole bunch of information about this vehicle. So what I really want to do is let's just wrap this up by going through a few of these photos that we looked at, I guess, in the beginning. Yeah, we did. We looked at them in the beginning. Let's look at the others. Here's a shot of that newly redesigned engine. Looks like it's probably pretty low maintenance in there. You probably don't have to do much to keep that engine going. You go in and you do your oil changes and your standard maintenance. And this thing probably doesn't give you too many headaches. Here's a nice shot of the interior. This is obviously the updated interior. I mean, look at the carbon fiber inlay here and the diamond quilting. This is obviously a flat bottom steering wheel. You've got the whole digital cluster here with a digital speedometer. I can see it right at the top. And if you watch my channel, you know I love digital speedometers. If you're not watching this channel, you see where I'm hovering right here? Go ahead and click that subscribe button, my friend. Yeah, this is the upgraded version. This is not what the base model $47,000 to $50,000 model looks like. This one's going to be closer to probably 80 grand. Here's a nice shot of the exterior. I do like the sloping roofline SUVs. I think they're attractive. And you know what? As far as headroom's concerned, here's the reality. I was checking the specs on the 2019 yesterday. The headroom is not much less than the headroom in the front anyway, I guess. I guess we'd have to look at the specs on the standard SUV to see how much headroom difference there is between the coupe and the standard variant. But yeah, very good looking SUV. Let's move on. So, very cool car. I'm going to go ahead and wrap this video up. This is all the information they have for now. Make sure you subscribe, because when this car does hit their website and we can actually do a full build and price, you can be sure we'll be doing it on this channel. Other than that, I'm going to tell you to have a wonderful day. If you found this information helpful or informative or entertaining, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Thanks. Have a great day.